Hi. Hi. Greetings, everyone. Grand rising to you. I hope that you and your family is doing well on this rise. Victoria Shakoor here. All right. So this message that was uploaded to me, I'm going to have to speak it in code. So I'm going to do my best for you to follow along with me because it is a very important message that needs to get across to everyone. Okay, take my glasses off because I was reading Revelations because I will be starting that series back up again. For me, just to tell you, for me, Revelation reads a lot like a will and testament. I know that's different, right? Anyway, that's not the message today. But I got to finish reading it and putting my notes together so that I can start the series back up again. This message today is a very concerning message because of what's happening with this matrix. Now, my whole premise is that all this shit is fake. We living in a simulation, and a lot of things that you see is just not, it's just fake. It's unreal. You're playing a game. We're in here playing a game. Us organic humans came in here to experience being physical and experiment with what we already know, because in our essence, we are source. We are part of source. And that source gathers data from us, and it continues, Source Mother and Father continues to create other galaxies, and we continue to create simulations within those galaxies for us to come in and experiment. Experiment feeling and seeing and tasting and smelling and hearing what we know. Okay? So, and not going real deep in that. And there's a lot of scientific information, data that has been shown, and as far as we know, proven that we live in a simulation. So there's no argument there. You know, it's just, it is what it is. Now, however, for those of us that are organic humans, what we want to do is we want to slowly, well, not even slowly, because we're in the era of revealing, called Revelations, which is what I'm reading now. And things are being revealed. If you look around you and you're really paying attention to what's happening, not on the internet world, because that, a lot of that is so fake, okay? But just looking really what's going on around you in your life. These people that we voted in office to have lordship over us, because that's really what it is. And what these people have done is they developed different corps for us to be a part of and follow. And we allowed this to happen. And they have developed a way to govern our mentality through this system of voting. And we participate in many different ways. But I would say the best thing that they ever came up with was money. Boy, that got us locked in, don't it? It got us coming and going sideways and every which way. And we don't know, and without it, you're destitute. Without it, you're destitute. You are just shit out of luck. Or are you? They also have us bringing in our beautiful souls through the female human, whom we call women, in these places of business, and we trust these people because they have a certain amount of schooling, and you know, and they wear these white coats. And so we trust them. It's a business. Okay? It's a business. What did you do before that? It was people coming here. It was souls coming through in a physical form. Without that, what did you do? And then there came a time when they created these things, and they have you doing it all backwards and all not just all wrong. Okay, I'll just say it, just all wrong. My dream is to create birthing centers around this, at least the country I live in, so that we get back to having our, we get back to bringing the souls through in a proper manner that is aligned with this nature. Because I believe that this simulation is a copy of the real world. You know, when we come into this simulation for a reason. And I believe it's a copy of the real world that we come from. There are several steps or processes that we go through before we come into the simulation so that it feels real. And so that we function as if it's real. But it got hacked. I truly believe that. It got hacked by some very diabolical evil beings. And these evil beings set themselves up. They took over and set themselves up. When they how did they take over? Slowly. Slowly. Just like now. Slowly. Look around you. Look what's happening. Slowly. Slow plan, diabolical plan that's laid out in Revelations. It's like a last will and testament that's being played out. If you don't believe me, who was around here? Think about this. I was going to show a picture. I may do another video about this. It may be a short that I'll do about it. But think about this. You know, the Baphomet has been shown, has been the symbol of, you know, evil, right? The Baphomet. It's a female and male with a goat head. It's all kinds of stuff. You gotta really look at it. Stop being scared and really look at it. Really look at it. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of messages there, you know. But I'm just gonna hone in on this one particular part, because when it was revealed to me, I laughed, because I see the diabolical plan that's being played out, you guys. And we let me get back to what I was saying before I move on to that. And see, these videos be off the dome. I don't rehearse them or anything, and I don't edit them either. You get it raw, okay? I'm talking to the human female we call women. So I'm talking to you women. Organic female women. Organic female humans called women. Anything other than that, I don't know what y'all is. Maybe incubator babies, because I don't know where y'all came from. That y'all think that, whatever. But organic humans called women have certain body parts and certain things that happen every month that we didn't choose. It happens every month. We didn't choose it. It's just nature. In order for the body to be prepared for the souls to come through. Simple as that. No argument. Okay? Nothing else can ever be that. So don't let them take that away from us. They can't anyway. They can talk, but anyway, don't accept these other identities. We identify things so that we can identify things, so we know what it is. And that's why we have certain names for certain things. For all things. We have names for all things: a table, a bed, mattress, box springs. You know what I'm saying? Pillows, couch, love seat, chair, refrigerator, icebox, freezer, hair, eyes. We name things to identify so that we can identify what it is and communicate with each other. So I am an organic human female, which we call woman, just like we call goats and we call the male goat. What we call the male goat? I forget what we call the male goat, but the baby goat is called a kid. And that's why when people ask me, do you have kids? I'm like, no, I don't. And they just kind of look at, oh. And if they don't ask, then, they ain't ready. But if they ask, then I have 4 children who are adults now, and I have a grandchild, because an organic human baby is called a baby. And then it grows up a toddler, and then a child, so that we can identify the different stages. Okay? It ain't that hard, y'all. Anyway, so you women, expecting women, during this time, you're going to have to find a way to get back to your natural selves. And that is bringing forth that soul, that beautiful soul that's coming through your portal at home or at a birthing center, sitting up or squatting, because that is the natural flow of magnetism, not gravity. It's magnetism. Okay, that's the PSA. All of that said, that's the PSA. And I'm looking into researching like how to get that started and things, because we got to get you guys, we have to get you out of these places. And you know what place I'm talking about, to bringing these beautiful souls in naturally with a certified professional midwife or doula that knows what they're doing to help you out, for your comfort, and for if anything happens, they know what to do. They also know what to do so that you own your placenta. If you knew what they do with your placenta, you would never go there and have your baby. You just wouldn't. You would be appalled and offended that they ain't even offering you monies for it, okay? Remember that money? They charge you for every freaking thing that you need in your life. And then you go in their places, you bring forth this beautiful soul, and they take your placenta and you don't know what they did with it. Where it went, who's washing their hair with it? Who's conditioning their hair with your placenta? Who's drinking it? Ooh, there's a thought. Who's eating it? You have no idea. And then they whisk your baby out of the room, saying they're going to clean it up and do all this and that and all this and that, you know, and then you consent to them putting poison in the baby's body to prevent them from all these different things that they made up, that they made in a lab and unleashed out into the atmosphere. And then they bring that soul back, all with the DNA, all disconfigured. But they look normal. They look normal, don't they? Have you thought about these things? Because if you haven't, I'm here to make you think about it. I'm here to open you up to thinking. You don't need. Now listen, when you do go in there, you're in control. You're the god and goddess of your world. You're in control of everything that happens. But you were programmed to take their orders. Nobody should be ordering you around. Do you know that soul that you brought in, that you allowed them to jack up? It will take some of those souls die. Some of them decide to leave. Like, damn, I got all this shit in me. Let me just go and, let me choose somebody else. And they call it SID. I think, what is it called? Yeah, SID. SIDS. SIDS. Guess what? Now they got that for adults. And it's called sad. It is sad, isn't it? And that didn't occur until, a certain poison that people allow to be put in their bodies as adults. And now all of a sudden, and nobody's making the connection. So listen, with what's happening right now, you're going to have to rethink everything that that has been normalized in our lives. We're going to have to rethink it. We're going to have to come together and come up with better services and better natural ways of doing things, just like we got to get back to natural food. Everything has seeds. Everything. It wouldn't be here. It's Frankenstein food when you're eating something that don't have seeds. And I know they got it now where we don't even have a choice. I don't know where you have to go to find grapes, seeds in grapes, seedful grapes, seedful watermelon, seedful oranges again. Like where did all that go? Where's this stuff coming from? Same thing. So that's the PSA today. I had to come on here with, these souls that are coming through are special souls. They're coming through for a purpose during this time. They're going to help us a lot. But a lot of you are allowing things to happen to them. Listen, these people know who you are. They know who the special soul is. They're looking for those special ones. And how they find them is when we go in these places and bring the souls through in those places, because they gather their blood. They gather your blood through your placenta and the baby's blood. And then they look at the blood type and the RH factor of that blood. And that's how they know the lineage of where that soul comes from. And where you come from as well. They have it on all of us. My mother did it, I did it, and now I know better. And so I'm attempting to tell you, don't do it. Now, I've been on a fast, I'm going to do another video about that. What's been going on with me recently. But I plead with you to give this some thought, to look around. Listen, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's women doing that don't even want the baby. They have the baby secretly at home. Do you know they're taking them babies and wrapping them up and throwing them in the garbage? How they doing that? Who cut the cord? See, that cord would naturally fall off if you just be, all right, you tired. You did your thing, lay the baby on your chest, let that cord fall off. You can clean the baby yourself, or a grandma there, or a mom is there to help you, or a sister or a cousin, or the father, or all of them. Everybody might be there. And they all can pitch in and help. Somebody knows what to do. You see, it ain't that hard. Man, I wish I'd known this. And it ain't costing you thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It shouldn't cost you anything to come into this simulation. It shouldn't cost anything. And it shouldn't cost to leave. It costs you to come. It costs you to stay. It costs you to leave. Got you coming and going. So that's the PSA today. Is, we have to start to move out of this system that these evil people have created for us to keep us slaves and keep governing our mental capacity to think for ourselves and follow our intuition. Okay? And do what we know and we feel is right for ourselves and for our family and for our children. Because they're going to tell you everything that's right is wrong. Right now, everything is upside down and sideways. Okay? You're going to have to be strong and come out of her. Come out of Babylon. Come out. Stop going there and bringing these souls through in that place. And then when they come out, them bright lights hit their first eye, hit the pineal gland, and the baby is like, oh shit. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Because they're supposed to be coming in with very low light, just enough light for the doula or the midwife or whoever's helping you for the baby to come through so they can see what they're doing. With soft music or no music, no sound, quietness. That's how it's supposed to be. When this really was revealed to me and I really understood, it's when I had my twins. And I had a really good doctor, I have to say. I had a good doctor. And she stood back. When you have twins, you have two. And they're ready for whatever happens, which is good. And so, but they didn't do anything. They didn't tell me when to push or none of that. The baby gonna tell you when to push. And, when they came out, and then the other one, I thought, wow, I'd have to come here to do this for my first two, because the twins were last. I'd have to come here and do this for the first two. I could have did all this myself. I really could have. They got you afraid of germs. Germs. Man, listen. When I grew up, there was germs everywhere. It's probably why we don't get as sick as y'all do now. Y'all be sick as hell because y'all so scared of germs. Don't get me started on that. Man, we drunk out of the water hose. What they call us? What they call us? Millennials, I guess. Am I a millennial? Anyway, millennials, man, we didn't need seatbelts. We didn't need none of this shit. We didn't have no fear about nothing. We had imagination. We went outside. We played. And we had imagination. That's why we invented a lot of shit. We invented a lot of stuff. We made a lot of things. We fought, and it was like you fought with your fists, and you learned how to protect yourself. And if you had brothers, your brothers taught if you had brothers and sisters, you know, the brothers taught the sisters how to fight. Sure did. My brothers made sure I knew how to fight. And the uncles made sure the boys knew how to fight. And the dad. This generation, oh God, y'all so soft, it's so sickening. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. But you know, women, you're gonna have to. A lot of you are dying in these places, and a lot of your babies are dying, and some of you are not even getting your babies. And then you wonder how they know to come to your house and just take your baby. Just based on something somebody said, or who knows that somebody even said that. It could be something they made up, and they come and take your babies. Do you know what they do with them babies? Do you? If you knew, you would just stop going there. You would stop going there, and they wouldn't be able to track you. You can record, you know, your doula and your midwife or your whoever. They can record right when that baby came out. It was at this time, on this date. And you give that baby a name. And you put the father name down in your mother, you know, whether you married or not. Both your names go on there. That little, you can do your own little document, you know. If you have a midwife or a doula, they have those. If it's auntie, grandma, cousin, piece of paper, write it down. You can write it down. And you can go get checked up later, you know. But they'll know how to take your placenta. And you tell them what you want to do with it. You want to bury it, you know, so the baby always have a connection. I suggest to have them make capsules out of it. You know, a girlfriend of mine that had her children at home, and she had a wonderful doula, and the doula knew how to take her placenta and make it into capsules. And so she was taking the capsules, never had cramps. She said she didn't have no cramps, no headaches, no nothing. It's a lot of nutrients in the placenta, a lot. They don't tell you that because they want you to take their stuff. Our bodies, our natural organic bodies are amazing. Okay. What else do I need to say about this? And then you just take it easy and take care of yourself. That's it. Take it easy. Take care of yourself. Don't be in a hurry to get up and get out and about and all this old stuff. You don't have no appointments to go to. Okay, unless something really happens. You know, and then you can have a doula that stays with you after you have the baby for a certain amount of time to make sure that everything is good. You know, it might be a month or that you can contact that person to come and check on you, or you can have like a registered nurse, a person that has been licensed as a nurse to come in and check on y'all. That's it. Teach you how to nurse and all that, you know, so you're not spending money on their formulas. Everything is in our face. They tell you it's formula. What the fuck? What the hell is that? I'm glad I didn't get that shit to my children. Formula. It's in your face. It's called formula. It's called formula. It was made in a lab. You know, I picture a lab and scientists, mad scientists in there making up some shit. And then they say, get this to your baby, it's healthy. The same thing with the, whatever that dry stuff is, that cereal or whatever, you know. That is. Give your baby natural fruits and, you know. Now the baby food with the fruit and stuff, just make sure ain't no added shit in it. Make sure it's organic and no added shit. Or make your own. Make your own. If you can get up and out the bed, going to a doctor appointment after 5 days, you can get up out that damn bed and go in the kitchen with a blender and clean some vegetables up and blend that shit up to where your baby can eat it. No added salt, no added nothing. Just a pure organic vegetable. And you know, eating healthy like that, like, you know, I'm gonna do another video on what's been going on with me recently, and I've been through this before, but this one, it seems special this time. So, but anyway, that's my public announcement. I don't like my videos to be this long, so I'm gonna cut this one short. Feel free to leave your comments below. I appreciate them as long as they're not disrespectful or negative. And let me know your experiences. Those of you who've used a doula, who've used a midwife, who had your children at a birthing center or at home. You know, I would love to hear about your experience. It may help others who see this message if they don't take it down. But we need more of you, and we need to get the word out, and we need those of you who have done it, please spread the word to your family members and friends. And if they don't listen to you, that's on them, you know, but you're doing your part to help a lot of us get out of this system. We have to. Another way, that's one way, okay? There's another way to start moving yourself out of this system. But I'm going to end this there, okay? And I will see you guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Take care. I love you. All right? And until the next video.